Mm, hmm. And, and the video's on? Okay. No, it doesn't tell me that. It's just because after you put in the key and that and then okay, and then let's hit record on this computer. Yeah, just to record. Okay, and then I'll go start the music, and then that's it. Let's see. Where was that music? Oh, there it is. Okay. Where are you, studio? I'm gonna get down to Wayne. Hmm. Okay. Let me go down to the music. I thought I deleted all those songs. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. I'm ready to start. Okay. Well, all right. See. I appreciate it. Thanks. All right. Bye. All right. Okay. Welcome to Innovision FM. Of course, this is Johnny J. We're waiting for Alan to come on in so we can get into the conversation about the Proverbs 31 woman, verse 10. It also talked in that same Proverbs about people that drink beer and wine. And I thought that was like apple tea for today as well. But that's not the topic we're going to be talking about today. And I'd like to let everybody know that if you would like and share these programs, that would be fantastic. If you would also go to my book. Let me do something here. Okay, Okay, put that back in the barrel there. Let's go back over here. Also, I have this book out called 6 Shades of Blindness. would love for you to go and get that. Oh, okay. We got some guests coming in. Okay. And we'll let people know that not only can they honor my book 6 Shades of Blindness, but they can also go to our website and donate to Intervision. We're doing some changes. I was telling my people there that we have to, add more pictures, because being a blind person and putting together a website, I'm not doing as good as I could. So I'm working on getting more stuff going on in our website, and we'll see how that goes. But okay, I want to see how many people are here. Is my video not started? Oh, okay. Let me start the video. Okay. I thought it was started. All right. Okay, let me get this open so I can let Alan in. Oh, Alan is not here yet. Let me see if Alan is stuck somewhere. Let's see.
Huh? Yeah.
It's running now? Yes. Hi, everybody. This is the Godfather Soul James Brown. I tell you, this business is on. My man is on. Check him out. This is the Godfather Soul James Brown saying stay with it and hit it.
Okay, thank you very much. Johnny, you're muted. Johnny, you're muted.
Oh,
There you go.
Okay, there you go.
Hey.
I was wondering, I'm up here. Oh, well, okay. Anyway, thank you again, once again, James Brown, for coming back from the grave and not voting, but hey,
Taking
doing
the time and making some time.
for an introduction. Oh, okay. So hey, So I was looking at that proverb, and I guess the reason I was looking at that proverb this morning was uh I got like a real view of women that are not like that.
Oh man, I've had plenty of views of real women that are not like that at all either. But we as guys, we want to espouse and make sure that women are still respected, because you see, sometimes people forget who they are and they just need to be reminded.
Yeah, this is true. And I'm thinking like I know I guess some women that and it's kind of interesting. Some women that are like this, but they keep saying like, how come other women are not like this? And I'm thinking like, well, you had a mother or dad, a family unit that took the time to shape and mold you into this type of person, and I keep saying to some of these women, I said, it says in the Bible, older women teach the younger women probably not only how to love their husband, but these other qualities. And if there's not, uh, older women, giving the examples, how can these young women ever aspire to be close to something like this? And some women say, "Well, I've already raised my children. I already did that," and so therefore, maybe they figure they did their time, and they don't want to go to that level, right? So I've been thinking about that, because I've been thinking about it's really weird. When I was in my 30s, I guess my parents had kept us really sheltered, and I would see alcoholic women on TV. I would see women that were addicted to drugs on TV, but I didn't start meeting those people until I was like 38 years old.
Wow.
And I started asking them, like, what was going on in your home to send you this direction? Or okay, I was DJing in this bar, and I knew why I was there, because I was there to make some money and play music and get people up dancing. But I was just thinking, like, and some of these women I would ask, like, do you ever, like, because sometimes I would do like well, I was a Sunday through Wednesday guy. So I asked him, like, do you ever go to movies or museums? No. And I'm thinking like, whoa. I said, you spend your time in this room. I mean, yeah, I get great tips and stuff like that, but I had to wonder, like, why is your life around this thing? And I met, let's see, some women that were mothers, and then some women that had probably never had any kids, or some women that had raised their kids, and the kids were out. And like I said, it was making me money, but I had to wonder, like, because I didn't start going to bars until I was 38, and I was working at one. It was no other reason for me to be there unless I was getting paid. But here, these people were there, to dance, and I could maybe see, dancing maybe, once a month or whatever. But it was like, and I guess to this very day, they come up to me and say, "Hey, great DJ," and all that kind of stuff. And I appreciate that. But I just wonder, like, what got them to that level of always going back and forth. And that's to say, all women who go to bars are bad. I can't say that, but I just can't see spending my time, majority of the time there, unless I'm working there. And they were young. I guess they were like in their 20s, right? So maybe that's something that most 20-year-olds did, but I was just too shy to go to something like that when I was that age. Now, so I don't know. What do you? I mean, what do you think, Alan?
Well, let me tell you, when I was probably in my, let's say mid 30s, My grandmother had died, and she was a venerable woman. She was a woman of God, and she taught uh, all of my female family members how it should be done. Now,
Hmm.
nobody obviously did it the way that she thought that it should be done because, well, we're free spirited.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
put it that way. So, sometimes how, things would happen where that teaching would go out the window. But I will tell you, she was very careful to make sure that the teaching was available on how a woman should conduct herself. And that's what's in Proverbs chapter 31. And I think you were highlighting verse 10 to the end of the chapter.
Yeah. Yes.
And it talks about in that chapter a lot of stuff that women do, regardless of what their lifestyle might be. They work hard. They sometimes play hard, and that's
Yeah.
but their husband has confidence in them. They
Yes.
have an ability to establish a house, and they could do this in summertime, wintertime, any old time, boy. And that's why women are so very revered by guys, especially guys of the of the faith, because we realize that they hold the power of creation.
And it's hard. Okay, I remember first lady I ever got with, and we tried to, we were playing house, whatever that is, and being able to depend on a woman to, like, when I'm gone at work or when I'm, doing what I'm doing, that I don't have to think about the business of the house being taken care of. And obviously, like the woman they're talking to, she said that she, her women servants. So, I mean, so she had to have a little bit of money to have women servants. Okay. Most women I've met don't have any women servants, servants. None of them have, right? So, I it was very hard to meet women that knew how to, I guess, support the success of her man and take care of business, right? I saw that with my mom, where my dad, it was a time where you could work, one guy can work a job, and then he could support the whole family, and then the woman would budget the money, even give him a allowance,
Yeah, basically.
yeah, yeah, and we never had bill collectors call. When I got older, I started hearing about these women. They would even give my number to have the bill collectors call me. I said, you went and bought something and you gave them my number as a reference, And so, because I never experienced that, people, what do they call when they repossess your car? Until I got older, I didn't see that kind of stuff happening. So my parents really know how to make it like a stable reality where we were sure, and we weren't like moving from, and because I know some people that they move from house to house because the guy didn't pay the rent, or they thought it was better to go do, have fun with the money rather than take care of business. So having a woman that you can rely on, and I call it like being a help mate, not a help weight.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
I got to agree.
Yeah. I know there's women who realize that they came from the rib of Adam, but there's other women who think that they came from the rib of McDonald's.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
McRib, the McRib sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just ain't got it.
Yeah.
And that's really a good point, Mr. Roma, that you bring up, that man was basically, Well, what happened was God basically decided, hey, look, gonna create woman out of a rib from you. And so what that symbolizes is that the woman is to walk beside the man. The man's not to rule over the woman as put the foot down on the thing, so to speak. But the man and the woman are supposed to walk through life beside each other. What is different is the idea of leadership.
Yeah.
And this is probably what's going to get me into a bunch of trouble. I'll probably step in this, and I might as well just jump in with both feet and splash around a bit, because this is going to get messy. But there are two types of leadership. There's an egalitarian leadership where you pretty much have two heads. And when you have two heads, sometimes the house can be divided, and any house that's divided against itself cannot stand. And so when you've got a woman who is very confident and very powerful and very matriarchal in her decisions and things, and you might have a guy that maybe has that confidence in himself, but of course we are, as guys, hardwired to go, yes, dear, yep, you're right. And then pretty soon there's something called compromise. And what happens with compromise is not always a bad thing, but it can certainly lead to a bad thing, because if a man and a woman are to disagree on a decision, well, the book says the man's
Decision maker.
yeah, it basically says his word's final.
You know what? And that's a great thought. And with that same analogy, really, you're stepping in it, but let's step in it. Man is supposed to be the head of the household.
Yeah.
Women is supposed to be submissive. However, and I know people aren't going to like that. However, they don't look at the whole picture, because what God tells you is you be the head of the household. However, you serve your wife. So she may not be the head, but you become her servant.
Yep.
So you serve. You're the head, but you show yourself by your servanthood of your family. So you serve your family, you serve your wife, which really kind of gives her the headship. But when it does come down to it, like you said, Alan, if a decision has to be made, if there's going to be a godly decision, it should be made, finalized by the man. Should be both. Both have input, but
yes.
Now, my wife keeps asking me, because I keep telling her that before 1965, there were like more married African American couples, and then when Johnson came in, it wasn't just Johnson. It was probably the Great New Deal, and it was probably like a few other things. And then when the government says, if you have children and your man can't afford to support your children, or he left, the government will be your daddy. And my wife said, well, no matter how much the government said, I would. And I said, okay, 30% were that strong person that said, no matter what, we're gonna make it without the government help. But step after step, generation after generation, starting around culminating in 1965, we had all these women told that by the women's liberation, that they're better than men, that they're stronger, they can do anything a man can do. And they just put that in overdrive. And then it became where all these women are raising these boys and girls. And then you got a whole generation of boys who are in jail because they need that man to be that teacher in that house. And if it's an in and out man, it's not going to happen. And therefore, he becomes like, or taught by the people in the street. And so there you have the women who are trying to be both father and mother, and it's just not working.
They get that peer pressure you throw out in the street, and that's who raises them, is the peer pressure.
Yeah.
without a father. It's peer pressure from other kids who are others, just their neighborhood, the hood. They're in the hood, and that's what raises them.
Yeah. And it's like, so now you have these out of control boys, emotional, who are more effeminate than anything else. And then you have somewhere in the society they say, well, guys should be more soft and more gentle. And okay, that's fine for some time, but to once again put that on steroids, you come up with something that is not I don't know, not what men were meant to be. I had a female friend. She was good at buying houses and stuff like that, and she said her man was more like the wife than a man. And she said she wanted a man, not this is overly sensitive crying man, you know. And I think that's where things have gone down this road so long. People don't know Proverbs. They don't know wisdom. They don't have wisdom. And how is he going to be able to turn this around? So we're now going into the home stretch, and we have a lot of these boys who don't know how to be a leader. And there's some organizations that are teaching that. Which I love this. I used to go to a church where they were teaching guys how to be men, and dating and saying, like, if you plan on getting married, you could, graduate. If you're in school, whatever. They had other guys that would help them get jobs that they can support their wives, and then they would proceed onto a wedding if that's what they want to do. And I loved it. I haven't seen that many churches do something like that, but they had to close in and they say, okay, guys only date the women within it because we're teaching this, and everybody else is teaching out there. They're teaching this other stuff, and we have a purpose here in teaching generation of men to be men, right, and women to be women. Right, the women, and it was that system. The women were teaching, older women were teaching younger women, and it was like, really, I just loved observing that. But in most churches, it's like it's a free for all. You just do whatever you want to do. It's like, hey, we're not going to counseling. I don't even know if there's even any more like Christian counseling anymore. Perhaps there is, whatever. But I just see this. Well, I guess what they call them a generation of beta men.
Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, I don't have a Bible near me, but a question for you. So, Proverbs 31, is that written for men to be able to be wise in choosing a woman? This is the kind of woman you want to choose, or is that written for women, saying, women, you should be like this? This is how you should be. How is it? What is it written? Who is it written to? I'm thinking it's written towards men, saying, if you're looking for a woman, this is the kind of woman you want to find. That makes sense?
I would submit that that's absolutely correct on one point. I think that, yeah, absolutely. That's pretty much the template that I'm looking for when I go searching for a wife. And that's why I'm alone.
Yeah.
Because
That's if you're searching for a good one.
Yep. And I've made a mistake a number of times, and I'm not planning on making another one. So, but the first 30 chapters of Proverbs is really written to the man. Look, you're a knucklehead. You better shape up or ship out. Well, there is no ship out. There's no ship out in the kingdom of God. There's either I love you, son, or son. I love you, son, or daughter in the case of Proverbs 31. But you've got to get it together. And here's how. And then Proverbs 31 says to the woman, well, here, look, the guy's kind of a knucklehead. He needs 30 chapters of this so that he can get his mind right. you're a little bit more savvy when it comes to the things of the heart, So we'll give you one chapter because, boy, that's really all you need.
Yeah.
Look at that chapter. Look at how beautiful that whole chapter is. Man, I could read that chapter. Oh man, I could read that chapter every day, and just, oh man, I just want to find a woman like that.
And I'm so sad that they the Bible's been, like, because you used to have Bible reading in the morning, and I stopped like in 1962, but you had a standard, and now and now it's like almost like a free fall kind of, and then you have Hollywood. 98% of what kids are watching are, I don't know, and I'm surprised that even people saying, let's get married or whatever. But yeah, like I said, it was able to capture 70% of this Black community, but the 30% stayed strong. And now I'm kind of figuring out, like, when would the pendulum bounce back? Like, somebody's going to realize that this roadmap was a better roadmap, and then decide to go back that direction. But it's just a matter of time before that happens.
I need to get me a new Bible because I can't find the one scripture that I'm looking for. Maybe you guys can help me. Somewhere in the
Okay.
Bible, it says, if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, make an ugly woman your wife. So from my personal point of view, get an ugly girl to marry you. Isn't that somewhere in the Bible?
I was looking for that earlier. As a matter of fact, I'm like, I'm going to find me somebody that doesn't look all that great. I'm going to go ahead on and marry her, and I'm just going to fall in love with her beauty on the inside. Well, I got to tell you, I never found it, but I did go ahead on and marry somebody just like that. And I do apologize to the mother of my children. I'm just kidding. Kidding.
That cooking part. Hey, so Ella, you found like the top 5 songs.
Well, I did. I've got them right here on my phone. Problem is,
okay,
I don't know what happens when I try to read them live over Zoom. So let me see.
You're talking about the top 5 Christian songs of today, or
Christian gospel songs from February 14th to about the 20th-ish, 21st.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So let's see.
There's got to be one called The Blessing in there.
Let's find out. Are you guys hearing my voice go through there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Good. Oh, good. All right. We don't want that.
No. Yeah.
Well, it looks like Kanye West made number 3. We'll get
what?
to that here in
on
a minute.
Christian song?
Oh yeah.
Now wait, which is this from his last album? Jesus is King.
Yeah.
That's from that album. Yeah. Okay. And it's
He's
like
divorced, by the way, right?
Is he getting a divorce?
Yeah. Oh, not Kanye West. No, I'm sorry. The other guy.
What's that guy that married Kim Kardashian?
Yeah. Who's that guy?
Isn't that Kanye West?
Yeah, that's Kanye West, isn't it?
It is Kanye West, isn't it?
Who's married to Kim Kardashian? Yeah, he's getting divorced.
Wow.
Not for too much longer.
She's
Holy moly.
Him. Yeah.
So the song is like Love God, right? That's the number 3 song. I think it is.
Yeah. Wow. I had this all up, but it's like the format is not. So we got number 1. Coming in at number 1, we got Corinne Hawthorne, and she wrote something called Speak to Me.
Speak to Me. Okay.
Looks like it's been on the charts for about 26 weeks. And at number 2, number 2.
You see, my phone would tell me. What's the two Christian song from last week?
So now what we're looking at is number 2 with Emmy McKinney, and she wrote something called Look No Further.
Look No
And
Further.
we're looking at about 23 weeks on the top 20 chart, gospel charts. So that's at number 2 at 23 weeks. And like I said, we've got Kanye West down here somewhere.
Number 3. And I think that song is Love God.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's called Love God.
I remember seeing that one, yeah.
And that one.
Now Dolly Parton and this guy named Zach, I forgot what it was about. This is Jesus or something like that. That was in the number 1 spot for a while, but I think it dropped down to number 6.
Oh
in the chart.
yeah, Dolly Parton singing with
Zach.
what's his name? Zach Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty good gig. Zach Williams, for folks that are unaware, he does a mighty fine prison ministry. He does quite a bit of work with folks that well, they're not getting out. As a matter of fact, they might be doing some life terms, and you know, he at least shows them how they can be free inside their mind, even if they're in prison.
Wow. What a ministry.
So far, I completely disagree with everything you said.
with Zach Williams?
I love that,
no, I mean, I'm talking about your top 10 or top 5.
Wait. Well, like I said, only one of them I heard of. You gotta give me another one that I've heard of.
Let's see if we can find. Let's see. Oh, we got some Motown gospel up here. We got oh, that's that Kanye West stuff. Okay, never mind.
So I was gonna say Motown does some.
I mean, you gotta have this Cody Carnes, Elevation, Carrie Job song called "The Blessing" up there in one of your top 5. I mean,
I saw that one.
Killing it everywhere.
You know, and I saw that as well. It was up there, but it's on another chart. Top 100 Billboard. Top 100 gospel songs 2020. It made number 4. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, it made number 4 on 2020. So yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, 2020. I guess it would have been all last year, but it's still, man, it's just as popular as ever right now.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, what we do here is we try to just talk a little bit about politics of today, whatever fancies us about the Bible. We also cover music and how it can unify people, and we like to talk a little bit about disabled recording artists as well. But we do feature all kind of myriad of stuff, and you know, if you've got a topic you want to feature, go ahead and hit us up at info at intervisionfm.com.
Yeah. Because sometimes I'm reading through the Bible and I say, oh, that sounds interesting. And I put it out there because I figure, if I'm thinking about it, somebody else might be wondering about it as well, you know. So I put stuff out there. Also, I guess we're let's see, we're going to be doing a concert on May the 4th. It's going to be our Easter concert here in Denver. And right now, D'Angelo, T, and I are putting together the lineup. So stay tuned for that as well.
I'm sorry, that's May 4th, or did you mean
April 4th? April. Did I say okay. May? Maybe I think about summer getting here sooner than later.
Well, we do have lots of projects coming up in May as well, so that's going to be cool.
Yeah, we're going to find it. I just met this lady who does the Cinco de Mayo, so I'm going to see if I can get a stage for several of our artists and do something like that. And then the Jazz Fest hopefully we'll be doing that this year as well. And then, so, hey, we're going to have a lot of fun this summer, God willing, and we want you guys to be around for that. But anyway, so
that's gonna be crazy because April 4th, yeah, I'm gonna head down there because I'm gonna do a album release myself with Johnny's help and things like this. So we'll be doing that on the 2nd. So we got a busy month coming up here in April.
oh
Do
yeah,
you
oh
guys-
yeah.
Johnny, do you ever do anything with that Black Arts Festival? Get
Oh
on
yeah,
that-
we do. We had this
get
guy
on that
named
stage.
what's this guy's name? His name is Roland Graham.
Oh.
Shakas. And then we had this guy, Mr. Dean, and I was trying to get D'Angelo T in there, but because we had the virtual one, we didn't make it this time. The other two made it, but Mr. Dean didn't make it because we usually do like with the gospel on the gospel stage. And so yeah, we definitely got hook up in that one.
Cool. I
So-
love being out there. I used to do that stage all the time.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's really fun, and I love. I didn't know there was that much art out there, like just like traditional art and stuff. But I have to say, Delphonics. You ever heard the group Delphonics?
Yeah.
Well, I guess the guy who does the lead singing, he lives in Colorado, and I think he's getting like really older, like maybe like he's close to the 80s, something like that. And or the headphones weren't working or something, but he was at the last one we saw like in 2019, and he was terribly off key. And I was surprised because when he did a concert in 2004, I mean, he just was a real perfectionist. And for him to allow them not to have the sound set up as far as like the monitors and stuff, and for him to be that off key, it was just surprising to me. And I have his phone number. I don't know. I probably I didn't want to bring it up, but
Oh wow. Yeah.
but he was there because he lives here in Colorado. But it was very interesting, very good food. Me and my wife, we chow down.
Yeah.
So as we're
Every
gonna
year,
do, yeah.
every year I used to take Fresh Oil Crew, Fresh Oil from Heaven. I don't remember who used to run it, but we used to get invited to that every year on the gospel stage.
Was
Half
it a
an
lady?
hour.
A
Yeah.
lady?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Debbie, she has a gospel show on KUVO. So
Mhm.
hey, so a lot of things are happening. So let us know about your event. And I sent out an email. So like, so people, if I'm going to remind people, if you want a topic that's interesting to you, then let us know, because I sent out an email list to about 300 people. So if they don't catch it the first time around, they catch it on our other shows. So anyway,
There we
so
go.
so we're going to close it down tonight, and we will see you tomorrow night with a whole new topic here on Innovision FM. God bless everybody.
Blessing, Alan.